Keep that going for Tim Gray, everybody. Oh my gosh. Can you believe they got Tim Gray for this? That guy is not available. Does not like replying to emails. It's hard to get that guy. But he's here. It's me. I'm Tim. I think it's about time we did a Winnipeg Comedy album. Isn't this city one big cruel joke? Like, how could you possibly go through a year that we just did in 2022 and be like, I'm gonna raise a child here? You sick freak. My parents. I've officially disowned them after this winter. I was like, you made some bad choices. Having me was one of them. Oh, not a big fan of abortions in the house tonight. Got a couple weird laughs in the crowd. All right. Let it out. Let it out. I have a bit of a weird laugh. Yes, I smoke weed. Thank you. No, I don't. I'm kidding. For the album, I'm winking. I was at a comedy show just like this, laughing, having a great time. And at the end of the comedy show, this person who was sitting in front of me, they turned around and they said this. They were like, you know, your laughter really ruined that comedy show for me. What the hell? Who the hell is this guy? He's like, I wanted to go for a swim, but the pool's full of water. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm not getting wet. Hey, I came to see a river dance show. Stop using your legs, though. Just the top half. Just the top half, please. Just a lot of shoulders. Like, I'd like to see that guy at a funeral, you know? And he's like, you know, your laughter really ruined that funeral for me. Funny's funny. Funny's funny. They put him in upside down. That's funny. I am 35 years of age, and my wife wants me to stop skateboarding. Anybody else? Anybody else married to one of the comics on the show? Anybody? Okay, a few of you. All right. Great. I don't know. When you tell an older person they shouldn't do something, they're just going to do it anyways out of spite, you know? Like my grandma with driving. May she rest in peace. She almost jumped that bridge. Almost. I'm trying to better myself, you know? I read this article that said, by the time you're 35 years of age, you should have half of your annual income in savings. That's funny. Please laugh. Like half of my annual income? Where the hell am I gonna get $500? That's insane. That's like 2 skateboards. Only Troy has 2 skateboards. Come on. Trying to better myself. I'm watching like documentaries and stuff like that now. So I'm like, oh, that's a documentary on how the Marvel movies are made. I watched this one documentary that was about how pickles are made. It was jarring. Juicy pickle pun. If you don't like that, deal with it. Kill me now, please. One thing that did happen that I'm proud of is I quit smoking. Yeah, thank you. I should say I quit smoking weed. Yeah, not the same sympathy for that. Everyone's like, oh no, what are you gonna do with all your chips? Oh, what about them? They're still expanding the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, will you watch a 3-hour movie? I love the fact that weed is legalized in Canada now. Like it's a little out of hand if there's more weed stores than Tim Hortons. That seems a little silly. But I love that because that means that those 420 protests that I grew up watching and going to, that those protests worked. like the laziest form of protesting ever, where they're like, okay, so once a year, we're gonna meet at the Ledge Grounds. Not sure why, they just have nice flowers there. Still don't know what they do in there. Yeah, we're gonna get there first thing in the morning, 10 to 2 p.m. If the weather's nice. And basically, we're gonna hang out till the hot dog guy leaves. What's that, Brenda? Yeah, bring your bongos. How else are we gonna inform policy? We're gonna do that for 60 to 70 years, and then it's gonna work. I just think we should try that for mushrooms, on some random date, like today. We'll just all head down to the Ledge Grounds, eat a bunch of mushrooms, and then immediately break off into our own separate groups and just stare at trees and rivers. Somebody playing music? I can't eat. Do you guys remember how awkward it was going to high school parties in your 30s? I shouldn't be here. I figured they invited me as a joke. Spencer, I'll leave when I get reimbursed for my sourpuss. Thank you very much. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I am bisexual. Thank you. Just one person. My wife. I am bisexual. It's difficult because it is a seller's market out there, I'm half gay on my dad's side, in case you're wondering. I grew up in a small town in Manitoba, and there was no LGBTQ community. There was like one dog that was gay, and that was it. And it gave terrible advice, burn down the school. It wasn't until I grew up and I moved into Winnipeg and I started taking theater classes and I started expanding my social groups and getting to know more people. That's when I started to break down those barriers in my mind and be more comfortable with who I am. I remember the first time I went to a gay bar. It was Geo's in Winnipeg, this legendary gay bar. We had such great times there. It was my first time with a masked mandate on Halloween. Masked mandate. Terrible pun. Also protesters that time, so similar attire. But yeah, I was nervous the first time going to a gay bar because I was like, oh no, what if everyone hits on me? I just want to be left alone, And then it was like an hour and a half at the gay bar, and I'm like, what's wrong with my body? Nobody wants to talk to me. I was putting out a heavy signal too, like my shirt said open-minded. It was like a deep, deep V-neck. Kept pretending to drop stuff, like, oh, oops, what is this? Oops, I dropped it again. It's a condom. I don't even use these things. You're a great crowd. Thank you very much, Winnipeg. I'm Tim Gray.